and not those of Heidelberg Broadcasting, its ownership, or management.
Welcome, beautiful people. Good evening. Good evening to you, beautiful people. I am Robin F. David. Welcome to RFD Talk. I am your executive host of this amazing show. We're live here at 147 WVOL, the mighty WVOL, and Nashville's Heritage Radio Station. And I am super excited tonight to be here with you. I want to ask you how you feeling. How you feeling on this Monday evening? I'm super excited to have you every Monday night. I look so forward to being here with you. So I'm hoping that your evening is going well. So if you're in the car, tune in because we got some great things we're going to talk about today. We're going to really get into the show because today's show is just about you being your best version of yourself and feeling good, right? You want to feel good from the inside out. We're going to talk about that today. What does it mean to feel good from the inside out? So, again, I ask you, beautiful people, how are you feeling this evening? Again, here we are back today on Monday. And Monday is normally the first part of the week, and you want to start your week off feeling your best, right? You want to feel your optimist best. Every day is a good day, but the beginning of the week is Monday. So Monday we want to get it started really good. So I'm excited. I can't wait to get into our topic tonight. First of all, I want to mention our sponsors. We want to mention our sponsors who support our broadcast here, support RFD Talk. And one of our sponsors is Shave Me Down Handmade Body Butter. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can see how my skin is glowing because each and every day I am always using me some Shave Me Down Handmade Body Butter. It's made with love. And if you are interested in getting you some Shave Me Down, I invite you to go to their Facebook at Shave Me Down, or you can email Shave Me Down, email or Shave Me Down 06 at gmail.com. And so our next sponsor, thank you for sponsoring our show, the RFD Talk, is also sponsored by Majestic Elegance Candles and Company, which is our soy-based candle. And if you're looking for a toxin-free candle, we invite you to go to their website, which is livemajestic.com. And there you'll see an array of fragrances, and you can order you a wonderful candle. And they're made with wooden wicks, so you have that fireplace sound where you're just cozying around your house and having your candle set the atmosphere for you. So check out our sponsors. We appreciate them. And then we also want to thank you if you are a viewer here on Facebook or YouTube. We want to thank you for being here. And please share if you know anyone who would like to be on this show or would like to share their story at RFD Talk. RFD Talk, what we do here at RFD Talk, we help teach. We like to teach on self-care. We like to teach on self-love, but we like to take complicated situations. And when we live in as a woman or man, and there's complicated situations in our life, we like to have guests on who help us learn how to just have life with more ease and grace, learn how to feel good from within and to look good on the outside, right? So what we do here is talk about those things, self-care, self-love, and help you learn how to do that with a simple, easy tools and ways to enjoy life more. Even in the midst of the times that we are facing, you too can enjoy more life, right? So definitely, if you are someone that's interested in being a guest, inbox me. We would love to see if you are fit for the show. And if you would like to be a sponsor, the RFD Talk, please inbox me as well. We are doing a summer special for the sponsors, and I'm super excited because we got some new sponsors joining the RFD Talk. So if you like your business to be a sponsor here and supportive of WVOL and RFD Talk, we will look forward to getting your business in and out all through the community here in Nashville and beyond. So if you're looking to grow your business, connect with us and we'll be happy to be get you on the air. And I also want to call in because we this is just not a monologue, right? This is not a monologue where I'm here every Monday just to talk to the viewers on Facebook or just to tell you things out there on the airwaves. We are out here just tell you information, but we're also here to hear your feedback. Your feedback is so important to us here at RFD Talk. Some of the things that you might want to hear on the show, some of the things that you might even want to see certain type of guests here on the show that supports you in your self-care and your self-awareness, your healing, and also your self-love journey. So reach out to me if you are one of those people who, you know, may be interested in doing that. And also, partnering with us. And also, we want you to take time to call in. So, excuse me. So, definitely want your comments and we definitely want you guys to call in because your feedback makes us able to support the community. But beyond the community, we also are believing that we are touching people all over the world here at RFD Talk. All right. So, we're going to take a quick breath. Today, I was on my way here and I just heard in my spirit we need to take our inhale. We need to just, I know it's Monday. You might have got a phone call that was not the call that you wanted to hear. Or it's Monday. You might have got more added on your list that you wasn't intending. Monday is not always everybody's favorite day, right? So that's why RFD Talk is here for you on Mondays to let you know Monday still is a good day, even though we get the phone call that you might not want to hear, even though you get extra stuff added on your list. You be like, oh, I'm gonna have to do that too this week. Okay, thank you very much. It's Monday, so be motivated, feel well on Monday. Start your week off knowing that you are the creator of your life in your week. And Monday can be a good day too. You don't have to wait till Friday to celebrate your greatness, to feel good in your skin, and to live your best life. So call in. I'm waiting for your comments and your feedbacks. It is so important to us. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, I appreciate the subscribers and I also appreciate you Facebook followers who are following me on Facebook. Thank you for joining me on the RFD Talk page. It was free. It didn't even cost you anything. Some things now, if you want to be a membership, is $5 or $10. But you can join the RFD Talk page on Facebook, y'all. Facebook famous RFD, which means Robin F. David. So please, either or. You can call me either or. If you see me in the town or you see me at the airport jetting out of here, RFD, say it real fast or say Robin F. David. I'm here for you right here in the greater Nashville live at WVOL. So we are excited. Now, call in at 615-227-1470. Let me hear them phones ringing. Now, if I get up, now let me get one of them topics. Let me get one of them topics. If your baby daddy call, then all y'all gonna call in. See, I'm gonna get one of them topics, and then I bet y'all gonna call in when I talk about should you stay or should you go. Maybe I'll do that next time. And then I bet that phone gonna be ringing off the hook, ladies. Y'all be calling me in a minute, telling me it's summertime too. Y'all want to talk about that next time? We might talk about that. Get this phone ringing over here at RFD Talk. Okay, so reach out and let's have this conversation. So now let me slow down because y'all know how I'm country city. So I'm saying like, what did Robin say? Because she said she forgot to leave the. Yeah, because you people with PhD, you always be talking about us people who just graduated from high school. Okay, don't be doing that. Don't be talking about us people that just graduated from high school. We are still excellent human beings, and we do know how to put a period at the end of some of our statements. Okay, but congratulations to you if you do have a PhD. Okay, I am a student of the. I'm a student of God, and He has taught me I need to just stop and breathe. So join me right now as we're going to just take a quick inhale, exhale. We'll do maybe 3 breaths so we can center ourselves this Monday. So we can get real clear because our next segment will be the Lord's. What did the Lord say to RFD? Just hold tight. So let's take this deep breath together. I would like for each and every one of y'all to join me with this deep breath. And comments. I appreciate the comments coming in. I'll be right there to you. Let's just get centered and ready for a great show today. Okay, let's breathe. Everybody on one. Let's go. Inhale. Good deep inhale. If you're driving, keep your eyes on the road. But inhale if you're home. And exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more. One more for the best Monday ever this week, June the 27th. We're in the second half of the year. Let's breathe. All right. So we're at the second half of the quarter in 2022. And what did the Lord say? What did the Lord say to RFD? RFD, let's read what the Lord said to you. So we have a quote today. And if you're first time here on the RFD Talk, one of the things RFD likes to listen to the Lord for, I like to get words. He'll give me words. He'll give me affirmations. He also likes to give me quotes. So when I come on the air, I'm like, Lord, what are we going to talk about today? What is the word for this week for our amazing listeners here on WVOL and YouTube and RFD Talk, followers here on Facebook? What are the word for the day? And the word for the day is by a author or a someone's quote is called. Her name is Marianne Williams. Marianne Williams is the quote that we're going to read today. The wound is not my fault, but the healing is my responsibility. So the wounds are not your fault, is what she said. The wounds is not my fault, but the healing is my responsibility. And that's by Marianne Williamson. So I took that quote and I was like, well, what are you sharing with our audience today? And what are you sharing with RFD today? And one thing he was showing me, he was saying to me, what things that we've been through in life, they might not be your fault, but it is your responsibility to take time and learn to heal yourself. Learn to heal yourself from within. And so, what I want to ask you guys, I have a question. We did have a guest today, and our guest was unable to make it today for unforeseen circumstances. And one of the things of the question today would have been to our guest, but I still want to ask you all, what are your dreams? What are your dreams? It's the question I have for you guys. And we want to talk about that as well as the topic, what is your dreams? Well, how am I going to tie that in today, even though our guest wasn't able to come? I'm going to ask you guys, what are your dreams and why are you not able to see your dreams come to fruition? And one of the things I think that I would say, I have some quotes out here. I mean, thank you guys for commenting. Thank you, Self Care Boss. Greetings. One of the reasons I would say, oh, yes, the candles are really nice. Thank you. Yes, RFD is in the building. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. So thank you for being here, Jazzy. I appreciate that. And so one of the things I talk about, one of your what are your dreams, and what we're going to talk about today, since we are moving forward about life and having dreams. I was thinking about self care, because we're living in a time. If you have a dream, it can be kind of challenged if you're not doing the best self care. One of the things I know as a healing coach and author and a speaker, I realized that in order to really, really dream and live my dreams, one of the things I do is I do a lot of intentional self care. And that's what I want to share with you all today. We're going to talk about how your self care affects your dreams. If you had dreams about being a speaker and a coach and an author, or you want to be an architect, or you want to own your own radio show, or you want to have your own podcast, some of those things you might be struggling with, because today we're living in a time where you see a lot of things on the news, right? It's a whole lot of things going on, and we have a lot. I'm trying to fix this. Excuse me, guys. I'm working on these quotes over here. Okay, so what are our dreams? And I want to get that off the screen. So excuse me, guys. Okay, now there we go. So what are your dreams, and what does self care looks like if you have dreams, right? So when I think of dreams, and for me, I see RFD Talk being a podcast that's syndicated all over the world, right? And it's helping women learn how to heal through brokenness, broken relationships, heal through trauma, heal through loss of businesses. And for me to tell some of you all about my personal story, having a dream. About 15 years ago, I came here in 2005 and I had a dream. And I had a business, a very thriving business. It was going so well. I was feeling on top of the world. I knew God had just blessed me and blessed my socks off. And so things were going very well at the end of 2005, and then the beginning of 2006, right? And then life happened. Life happened about 2008. I had been on a journey of self care, and which really self care was the journey I started. I want to say I started my self care journey probably in '99. It was either '99 or 2000. So some of y'all know that was a long time ago. I started self care, and at the time I was just a salon owner. For some of you who don't know, I'm a former salon owner, and I'm a mother of five amazing, thriving, healthy, successful children. And it was a task starting a business with small children, right? And moving to where we are now, I look back, I'm so grateful that self care is a principle, it's my Bible, it's who I am. So sometimes you see RFD smiling, and we might have just had a tornado, and I'm still smiling because I've learned how to self care so much that I forget that some people are really going through some real, and life is happening. We are having real life right now. So in 2009, we had a life crisis in our country. We had, uh, I think it was the hurricane of, who was that, Mr. H? It was Katrina. What? The hurricane that came in 2000. Katrina. Thank you. It was Katrina. So Katrina had hit, right? So people was displaced and moved around. And I'm, moving here with my family and my tribe of children. And we needed to get some roots in the ground. And I was like, I definitely was holding on to my self care. And I had a dream. So we're talking about having a dream. What is your dream? So I dreamed of being this happy go lucky mom, raising my children, moving to Tennessee from Ohio. Going to do the same thing in Tennessee. Going to teach women how to feel good from the inside out, how to use creams and candles and aromatherapy. and the company closed. Oh yes, so we had um, the hurricane. Chris, what was it again?
True.
Katrina. I don't know why I can't say Katrina. Because Katrina happened. The people were losing their homes. It was all that going on. And that's when I knew that self care is the most important thing in your entire life. You definitely need to, at this time we're living in, some really high intense things are happening in the country. So it's difficult to have a dream when you're turning on the news and you're hearing, this happened in the government and this is happening in your local city and this is going on, in your home. So you got your home personal things going on. You got the local level things are happening that we're not so happy about and we feel in some kind of way. And then we also have the major, bigger things that are playing in a role in the government and all the things that we have no control over, but we have the power of prayer. We have the power of prayer. Remember, we stand in believers, right? So we know that by faith, all things are working out for our good. Every single thing in your life. Take a deep breath with me. It's Monday when you got the call. Every single when you got the notice today, that's working out for you. Even when you was told you didn't get the job that you applied for, that's working out for you. Even if the company closed on you. So the company had closed on me and I had built a really great organization. But one thing I take as very important is self-care. So RFD, what do I do every day to really live a holistic approach to life? Like I really believe in prayer. I stand on my promises that the Bible has taught us that these things will be happening in our lives, right? So what I do is I literally hold hands tight with the Most High. I really trust Him, and He will guide you. So things I do for in between my work schedule, I make sure that I take a really good bath. So sitting in the tub, right? It's one of my favorites. I don't know how many like to take showers because showers are okay, right? But soaking in the bath water, I call it my spiritual moment. It's a spiritual time that I spend with God. And I sit there, I get my crystals and I burn my candles, which my elegant I use my majestic elegance candles and I burn them because aromatherapy taught me when I get triggered by what's going to happen tomorrow or what's happening in the government or what's going on with the local level things are happening so rapidly, then I find that aromatherapy calms me. So every morning I use peppermint. I use peppermint in my diffuser. I use peppermint if I'm taking a bath in the morning. I use peppermint. At night, I love lavender. So if life is happening for RFD, she definitely goes to her. She I flee to my lavender. I like lavender on my pillow, lavender on my sheets, lavender. Like I lavender myself from head to toe because I really am decompressing. Sometimes I have some of you women, some of you business men that may be watching, we have several hats. Of course, I shared those titles with you. I am the CEO and I'm all those things. But guess what? I have to learn how to just be present with the Most High. I just have to sit there with Him. And every morning is very critical that I decide when I open my eyes that this is the day that I choose to invite the Most High to guide me. Like right when I wake up, RFD goes straight there. But I don't get on my phone and I don't start texting. I don't look at Facebook right away, even though I am Facebook famous. I love you, Facebook followers. I am Facebook follower. I appreciate you. I mean, I am famous on Facebook for some say. And I say that just to say I don't go there first thing in the morning because Facebook is not going to be the self care that I need to get to my dreams. Because remember, we're talking about what do you do to come into your dreams, right? So some of the self-care things I do is I make sure I keep my phone. I don't even put my phone in my bedroom anymore. That's self-care number one too. So RFD leaves her phone all the way in another bedroom because I have to disconnect from what's going on the news, what's going on Facebook, what's going on YouTube, what's going on in the government, what's going on even in my community. I have to just one of my mother back in the day, they would always say, you pray for your community, you pray for your neighbors. Because I live in the community, if there's a many people, I always say prayers for them. I'll be like upstairs, downstairs, those people are having a peaceful night. Say a prayer for your neighbors that they're having a peaceful night so that you can get your sleep through and you don't have disturbance. So I share prayers like that. Like I pray for my neighbor that they're doing well so I don't open my door and run into an experience with them. So you definitely just gotta just be prayed up. So I don't connect right away to the world. I connect right away to the Most High. I literally go to the Most High immediately because I have to have my whole mind renewed daily. Daily. Like shut me down and renew my mind because my mind goes a lot. I'm a thinker. I love knowledge. So my mind goes a lot. So I shut it off. So I don't use that phone. So one of the things I recommend for us is to put your phone down some. Put it down sometimes in another room and get you some good sleep. Sleep is recommended with all this going on. Believe me, it'll keep you from being so emotional, so triggered, so angered, and so disconnected. Because it's nothing you can do about certain things. But one thing you can do to have your dream come true is stay present with you. And let me say that again. The power of being present with yourself is game changing. It's going to make you have joy when you go to work. I went to work the other day. I work with some amazing young people. Young people, I love them. And they were like, Miss Robin. But they've been calling me Miss Robin since I was in high school. So I don't know the difference. I may still be young too. I was called Miss Robin in high school. I was like, okay, my friends call me Miss. But anyway, so my friends always said that. So anyway, what I'm saying is I learned that you have to have that solitude time with yourself. You have to know how to just unplug, just let it go. Let go. That's a real saying, and let God. Like literally let go and let God. So what I do is I practice that daily. So first of all, you want to remember that you and God are one. You are a powerful individual. You are amazing. You are great. You are brilliant. You were created for this life. You're what I'm saying. What reason I brought up the past about me moving here in a time that was very turbulent, self-employed. It was very turbulent with children. I had a thriving business in Ohio, thriving committing service clients, and my ex was doing as well as we could. And we came here really on faith. We had radical faith, like radical faith. Like we know God did it in Ohio. We know God gonna do it in Tennessee. And so we got down here, and boy, was our faith challenge. And back to I had to practice self-care. Oh, we're gonna take a commercial. I'll be back about more self-care tips.
Hey, travelers, do you want to say, good show? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with Smart Fares. See, Smart Fares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use
We're
Smart
taking a
Fares to
short
fill them. So
commercial
you get
right here at the radio station.
prices are just a little bit on the shelf.
I'm going to share a video of a friend's over here for YouTube. I'm going to see if I can do it today, guys. I'm learning how to do some things. Oh, let me see. Maybe I am. I hope I can do it really quick. Let's see. Let's see. I'm my screen. The YouTube viewers and Facebook viewers. I love very of song my mentor, with a sponsor and a supporter of RFD Talk. We love you, baby. I love you. I'm so
Hello, hello. My name is Daria Dillard Stone. Do you really know who you will be after you finish the STAR program? You will no longer think that you have to compare yourself to others. No, you won't. There's no way you're going to ever think that you're not enough, that you're not of value. Your thinking will completely change with this
welcome
program.
back, amazing
And
listeners.
then you
Thank
will
you for being here
begin
at
to
the
say
RFD
things
Talk
like,
Show. We have a
I
video
am
right here.
somebody.
This is from the STAR program.
I am worth investing in. And you will begin to say things that are powerful, things that are worthy, things that are beautiful, things that affirm you. You affirm you when nobody else does. You will begin to feel empowered. You will begin to take away all the excuses that you were using to keep you from going to the edge that you were afraid of. You will no longer be afraid. You won't be afraid of naysayers. You won't be afraid of family members, because you will feel powerful. You will feel encouraged. You will feel empowered. I would like to say you might become somebody you haven't met yet. She's in there. He's in there. But for some reason, for years, maybe it's just been for days, you've never let that someone, that new person that you've been fighting to become, you've never let them come out to play.
Awesome. Okay, you guys, thank you for hanging in here with me. So I'm learning my StreamYard, beautiful people, and I am super grateful. So I can now show off my ads and run some commercials here at the radio station. So we appreciate you all being patient with me today. Okay, so we're back. RFD is back, and we're talking about what's your dream and how you self-care to live your dream. Okay, so RFD, what I do is first we talk about I unplug, because you definitely need to disconnect. You definitely need to find time for yourself. It's so vital in the time that we're living in, because we have so many things fighting for our attention. You have group texts. Yeah, group texts, right? And everybody got a group text. And sometimes I'm gonna get the group text like, if it's after 9 o'clock, RFD is not answering. Okay. So I'm just sharing it out to the whole world, even in Africa, in New York, and all the places that I'll be seen and shown with this show. Right here from Nashville. I'm saying that to say you have to unplug, because if you don't take the few minutes to disconnect and fill yourself up, you're going to be hearing all kind of things. People want you to be in group texts. The weather is warm, so people are going to ask you to come out. Um, People are going to ask you to be a part of different events and stuff like that. Yes, don't answer text. That's right. It's a time, self-care boss. It's a time to respond to people. See, RFD is from the old school. Remember I said everybody call me Miss, right? Miss, like the old school learning. And we used to call people back in 24 hours, at least as a professional networker. You want to reach out to people within 48 hours, right? But it was back in the day when we had our answering machines. People would let you get a time to call back. Right now, if I don't call you back, you're going to go to my text. Then you're going to look at for me on my famous page, Facebook famous. You're going to go on there and you're going to leave me an inbox. And then you're going to call one of my kids in their inboxes. And I'm like, come on, people. Give us a moment to call back. Sometimes people need a moment to read the text, absorb the text, uh, figure out what they want to say back. And if you're in the grocery store, if you're tending to your children, or you're at work, all this multitasking is not that best self-care for your brain. Okay. You got to be able to answer these calls back when you're stationary. I remember one of my mentors, Burnett Klingman, and I'm going to get her on the show. I met her with Les Brown. When I first started becoming a speaker, I started becoming a speaker in 99, right? I did Toastmasters in 99. Burnett Klingman, she called me last week. I love her. That's one of my mentors. I have several core mentors who kind of makes me who I am today, or supported me and affirmed me and this journey as speaker, coach, and author. And so Burnett was just really one of those people who taught me, like, when we first got the phones and we were back in the day, you think you're fancy, right? You like, I said, well, I call you, I'm gonna call you, girl. She said, Robin. When I answered, I love her. She says, Robin. She like, Robin. She says my name so proper. I love you, Burnett. She says, Robin, I will call you back when you're standard. Because if you're driving right now, we're not going to have this conversation. I was like, okay, I'll call you when we're standard. Because you got to make priorities for conversation. If you're driving, you get a call and it triggers and you haven't been self-caring, this could cause a lot of problems on the highway and the byway. So just remember, you first. And you call them when you done did your deep inhale and breathing. You got the answer. You didn't check your calendar. You're not double booking. So that's another thing. You get anxious if you're not self-caring well. Because without self-care, you can't really see your dream because you're so anxious about it, but you're out of alignment with the body. Okay, so that might have been a lot, but that is how it goes. We're talking about reaching our dreams. 2022 is our year, and we can live through a lot of these experiences once we learn to self-care. Self-care should be your first priority. So want to remember that. Don't have to reply right away. You don't have to have the phone under people's pillows. People carry their phone on their chest, carry their phone in the back up. Like, just put that phone down, okay? You will get back to those people. The world will give you a little time, okay? Just breathe and relax a little bit, people, because life is about inhaling and exhaling. It's not all about go, go, go. And sometimes we're just going and ain't nothing being accomplished. You're getting worse and worse. You're hurting yourself, your feet hurting, your back hurting, because you're just going like don't be trying to be a rabbit, or they call it what was that thing called, Mr. The rabbit? It was a rabbit. I forget. It was a battery. I forgot. It was a commercial back in the day. I can't remember.
Energizer.
Mr. H is he has a wealth of information. I tell you, I just need to hang out with him a little more. I hang out with him every Monday, which has changed my life. But I might have to hang out with him a little more. He's such a brainiac. You know, us people who just graduated from elementary. We need to hang out with really educated people. So, well, beauty college, that does count, you guys. I did go to beauty college, okay? And I do have a diploma somewhere, but I don't know where it's at. But it has paved the way for RFD going to beauty college. I tell you, I've learned a lot about me and people. We are one. So we're so connected. So back to self-care. So being really mindful that you are number one. You are number one. It's okay to be selfish. Okay? It's okay to remember that it's important to unplug. And so let's talk about it. Okay. So RFD, what else would she do for self-care in the time that we're facing? Be mindful what you're eating. Be conscious. Be conscious to what you feed the body. The body is, mine is a Bentley. You know, it's a Bentley. So it's really high quality and it likes really nice things. So whenever I try to put my Pinto stuff in it, it don't like it. It just don't like it. And I'll be like, well, we used to be a Pinto. But now that the mind has the capacity of a Bentley and it's from Germany, it got all these special movements, and wants to live the dream and living the dream. It requires me to eat before 7. It requires, because I'm gonna tell you, people who's eating after 7, that's another one of your problems. You're feeling a little some kind of way when I talk to you about eating after 7. You want to call in now, don't you? Okay, call on in to 615. Call in if you want to talk about eating after 7. It's 615-227-1470. Now, remember, I'm here to have a conversation, dialogue. Tell me, what are you doing in these times to help your self-care, which will help you create the dream that you deserve and desire. Don't get sidetracked because, things are going this way and that way. Because your self-care is like the anchor in your faith, the anchor in your dream. So you definitely want to pay attention. So one of the things RFD had to do, I went over a couple already, but another thing I did was I had to really decide that my nutrition, in order to live my dream and to really see it come to fruition and to think better and to act better on my dream and to pursue my dreams, I definitely had to cut out the macaroni and cheese. Okay, that's it. I had macaroni. I had macaroni and cheese one day a couple weeks ago, and I was supposed to go to one of my great, beautiful children's home, and they had a day set up for their mama. They had the red carpet ready for me, the VIP, everything, and I was like, "Mama on the way, mommy on the way." I ate the macaroni and cheese the night before. I said, well, it ain't gonna hurt me, just a little something. You know how y'all say that, a little something. Give me a little sliver. That's what us Southern people say, just a little sliver. You know what I'm saying? We just want to just get a pinch of it. Well, I ate a pinch of macaroni and cheese, and the next morning, I thought that it was somebody that came into my condo on the hill over the river by the beach. That condo. It has the view of everything, the mountain, the view, and the beach. So in that condo, I ate that. Yes, no cheese. Don't you say no, believe that. Yes, that's not a lot. It changes everything. So when you have an assignment and you have a dream, you definitely want to remember that your nutrition is assigned to your self-care in your dream. So when you know that who you are and you're aligned to your purpose and you're ready to let the world know that the world know that you better start cutting that macaroni and cheese to no. Like unless you get some type that you could use, which maybe out of a different type of cheese. I don't know. I was with my oldest daughter. She had to wait on me. I called her that morning. I said, Mama, she said, what's going on, Mom? I said, I'm going to be late to the party, to my own party, my own red carpet, my own gifts and all that stuff. It was Mother's Day. And she said, Mother, but we're hungry. I said, well, y'all have to go without because I have to. And I'm telling you, Most High does not want those conversations with me no more. After a while, if you have a spouse, y'all might have a spouse out there. Some of y'all women have spouses, some of you men have wives. You don't want to have the conversation no more. And that's what Most High said to me. Well, we're not having this conversation no more. Your stomach is like that because you chose the macaroni and cheese. This is not a self-care wellness life. So now I am very conscious. So what you have to do is decide to be aware. That's what I had the conversation in my meditation. It's literally just saying, should I eat this? Is this a good time to eat this? Eat before 7, because if you eat after 7, and God forbid, I do not practice eating after 7 often. But if you prepare your meals, you'll have a better flow of that night. You can sleep better. Because when you eat late, it challenges your digestive system and you don't really get a peaceful night. So I suggest to pay attention to your eating so that you can align your eating as a self-care servicing to yourself to help you support your dream in this climate that we're living in. You still want to commit to your dream no matter how bad it gets. Because when I talk about 2005 and 6, when I moved down here by faith, living self-employed, only living self-employed, like truly living self-employed, barely had a bank account. Oh wow, was that? But I tell you, if I didn't learn to intentionally self-care, I probably would not be who I am today. So be intentional about your self-care because it is connected to your dream. So your nutrition is important. So definitely put hello, Jennifer. Thank you for joining us. We're talking about nutrition. Of course, she would join us. We are so happy to see you, Jen. Thank you for yes, talking about food and nutrition because that is a part of the importance. And we're also going to talk about fitness. So RFD definitely want to say it's connected to your fitness. So some of us say, well, I'm going to walk and I'm going to exercise and I'm going to get my yoga in. But if you're eating macaroni and cheese and too much carbs, exercising doesn't work. Okay, it's like a marriage that's already said we're divorcing at the beginning. The red flags that we find in these situations or I don't know what the young people call it. They say I always say old phrases. Is it situation? I don't know, or is it what was that Mr. H that Will Smith and them had? They had a that was what Will Smith's wife had. Yeah, I remember. I forgot, but it was us. It wasn't a situation. It was something else. I forgot. My girlfriend told me it's when you when you doing what you ain't got no business. So what's it called? Guess y'all know what it was called. That is a part of not you know oh entanglement. Thank you. They had an entanglement, Miss. Yes. So you don't. That's what it means. It's an entanglement. If you're eating late and you're not, thank you, self care boss. You are amazing. So yes, and we got to get you back on here too. You and Jennifer. We need both of you amazing women on here. And I tell you that entanglement. That's what happens when you eat after 7 and you eat macaroni and cheese. It's not a good fit. So you definitely want to consistently work out. Now let me talk about consistently work out. So I work with a wonderful young lady, and Jen is a great coach too. You definitely want to check her out. What you say there, Jen? You can't chase a bad diet. That's right. That's right, Jen. Because a bad diet is going to show up in your dream. Your dream is not going to manifest. No dream comes alive with a person who is eating a lot of macaroni and cheese and carbs, things that don't make you feel well from the within. So your self-care is about being intentional what you eat and what fitness you choose. You want to choose an activity. I always say choose an activity that you enjoy. If you like to dance, you might want to take some salsa. If you like me, I'm a yogi girl. I love step boxing with Jen, body with Jen. I love that she has that here in Nashville. It is a great Sunday workout. I love step boxing because it's fun. Cause it's like dancing and so that's fun too. So groups together helps you grow healthy relationships. And this time we're living in this climate that's going on in our world, you definitely want to commit to finding groups like that Jen has, Jen for the body, because it's body by Jen. Sorry, Jen. And so what happens is you're going to be in a group, a lot of people who are feeling well and can be your accountability partners. So important in this time, in this climate that's going on, the things that may be going on in your home, the personal things that you're facing, the personal things that we're dealing with in our direct community, and the things we're dealing with on the national level, right? So getting good groups of women, it helps you know that you're not by yourself, and you can always call them when you think about that macaroni and cheese. That's what I think about how I was running late to my famous day, Mother's Day, because of the macaroni and cheese, and I haven't had any macaroni and cheese since then. So RFD has said no mac and cheese for her. So the other thing I also say is choose something that's fun, affordable, close to home, with really good like-minded people that you want to do. That could be tennis. That could be all those things. We get some sun right now. You can do some running. You can do some walking. But remember to drink. Another thing for self-care, you gotta have water, H2O. H2O is really good, but you can also add coconut water. For me, sometimes that's like a natural sugar sweet drink. You can take your soda pop away and start adding you some coconut water. So RFD, what I do at night, during the day, I decided I have to carry my RFD. You see my little RFD cup. Shout out to the sponsor of my product, RFD. So I bring that with me to remind me that RFD needs a sip. Because H2O at this time of the year, hydration is very important because the sun is out, it's really hot outside. And if you're running on a multi-tasking life and you haven't had the time to get the rest that you need, you are definitely going to need water. So add your water to your life. That's a good way of feeling hydrated. It helps your thinking. It helps your skin feel well. So water does a lot. And I like to say again, add some coconut, right? So when I talk about color your dreams, I'm talking about self-care. When I talk about color your dreams, I'm talking about make sure that your food have yellow, green, and red on there, because that's the kind of food that help you sleep better. So let's talk about that. If you're having challenges sleeping, some of the things I recommend is eye pillows. RFD love an eye pillow. Okay, just put that eye pillow on with a little. You can have it warm or you can have it cold. An eye pillow helps you, but also you want to put on some instrumental music. Instrumental music is something that RFD likes to listen to. Oh, rainbow food. Yes, yes. Rainbow food lets you know that you are filling yourself up with love. You're saying, I love myself. Red, yellow, and green. I love myself. Red, yellow, and green. So thank you. I love that rainbow food. Because and you also that you're saying to the other people around you too that you're valuing who you are. And so color your dreams with self-care. Color your dreams with good friendships. You want to make sure that you're not always around all the negative people who wants to always continue talking about. So I presently I have I currently still do nails, right? And so when clients bring up negative stuff, I always like it's like we're relaxing right now. You guys say bring you back. Let's talk about that later, right? So sometimes you have to change the subject for some of your friends. Some of your friends just don't know what they talking about. Just say, girl, we talked about that last time. That's what you tell them. And if you just say, girl, let's talk about some other stuff. Let's do some other fun stuff. So find some fun activities. And this time you want to find affordable fun activities. Things that may not cost you a lot due to all the other things that are inflating in our life. We might want to find things that are free, you know. Look up some free places. A lot of places give out first time free. Come visit first time free. Check us out for free 5 minutes. A lot of things you can find to do for free. Thank you, Jen. If you were you laughing at me, if you was if you are needing to create those things are really good to also help you discover what your dreams are. So if you're out doing activities that are free, you might find that you enjoy it. It becomes something, it becomes a habit, and that habit becomes something that you never knew that you could do, right? So you got to challenge yourself and do those things that make you feel good. I remember in 2009 when I was self-employed, started building my clientele in Middle Tennessee and Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And I remember the company closed on me. So not only did we have all these things coming, the company closed down on me. So that loss was very devastating because that was my income. I was creating a residual income. How many people know what a residual income is? Like RFD was asleep and her check was growing. I was like, okay. Wake up, whoa, I got a check in the mail. Had like 3 checks in the mail once in a month. I was like, get those sales. Get those sales. Yes, you got to go get those sales. So basically, I loved what I was doing, but what I was doing was teaching women each and every day the importance of self care. Like every day, I'll talk to women about using exfoliators. That's another thing. If you have dry skin, one of RFD's favorite things besides the body butter is exfoliation. Oh, yes. You want to feel good. You want to feel sexy. You want to feel glowing. You want to feel like I am loved. I am loved. I am whole. I am complete. I am healthy. Get you some exfoliation. Exfoliation, you use it on your hands, you use it on your feet, you use it in between your visits when you go to the pedicure and the hand massage. So it keeps your cuticles nice and you won't feel so dry because your body is the largest organ. I know some of y'all have PhDs and some of y'all that went to a lot of educational schools. So you know that the body is the largest organ. So everything that you put on your skin, it goes into your bloodstream. So you got to be careful of some of the household products that you're using because you want to keep your self care and your mental wellness as peak as possible. I'm telling you, this too shall pass, right? When I mentioned what happened about 15 years ago, the reason I mentioned it, I thought that the world was upside down, thinking about people losing their homes and we didn't have many jobs, and it was kind of, and things can get really intense, right? And it tries to take your dream and it tries to make you feel like you'll never be there, you'll never deserve it. And if we look at the news more, and that's it. Okay, that's my final thing to share with you, beautiful people. Don't watch the news at 11 o'clock. Don't watch the news at 11 o'clock before you go to bed. I'm gonna tell you what happens. RFD is sleepy by 9:30. I don't care if it's my party, your party, the reception, the VIP. Yes, I rise with the roosters. The early bird gets the worm. I am Robin. I do get up with the early bird. It's something about the quietness in the morning for me. It's something about getting him to hear me in the morning. Because I be like, I gotta hear him, he gotta hear me, and it gotta be quiet. Because the world got so much going on. So I gotta find the Father early. So he gets me up early. And even if I go to bed early, if I go to bed late, I still wake up early. So people be like, well, Robin, I don't understand. And I tell people, I be like, so now I don't even answer my phone after 8:30. I cannot even answer after 8:30. Because what happens is my beautiful, beloved family and friends sometimes think that I want to talk to 9:30. My bedtime is 9:30, beautiful people. I want to prep and be cute, put your little scarf on, brush your teeth, get out, cute for yourself before you go to bed. Get your little cute PJs or t-shirt on. Take your little self-care scrub bath, right? You got the candle going, the lavender going. And then you cut the world off, okay? People be inboxing me. I be like, look, RB is ready to bed. I'm done. When I pour into people and servicing them and nails, and that's a communication. That's a physical action. I didn't picked up and dealt with and let it go. So by 8:30, RFD really don't like to have phone calls after 8:30. I'm gonna be honest with the whole world. Is that okay, Mr. H, to tell the whole world? Okay, the whole world. I like to go to bed sharp at 9:30. I like to have quiet time, and I don't want to be on the phone with nobody at 9:30. Because for what? The day is over with. You only at 12 o'clock is a new day, America. 12 o'clock is midnight. That's a whole new day on the calendar in my mind. So it's over. If you ain't reached me before 8:30, then I'll see you tomorrow, Lord willing. That's what they say in the good old country world I live in. Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. So basically, don't stay up all night if you don't have to. Get you some CBD. And yes, that's cannabis. Yes, it is. Try some of it. It might help you go to sleep. Now, that's one other thing, RFD. I'm not on any prescription drugs by the Most High. Thank you at this present day. No prescriptions. But I do believe in supplements. Supplements might start with I forget the one. I started with the little supplement pills that you get at the drugstore. They help you go to sleep. I started with them. Then I went to CBD. Yes, I love me some CBD. Yes, I am a CBD person. Well, we're gonna be rounding it up, but those are some of the things that I say to color your dreams. Decide to live your dreams right now in 2022. This is your year. You got, oh yes, melatonin. I started with melatonin. Thank you, Jennifer. Melatonin is what I started with, and they are nice. I went from the little 5 milligrams to 10, but then my body started getting used to them. Then it's like, girl, but the CBD just a little do, and I like it. So if you judging me, that's okay. I love you anyway. I know I'll get judged, but I do use my CBD. So anyway, we're gonna wrap it up, beautiful people. If you are needing a self-care coach, a consultation with RFD, please reach out with me. Remember that I'm the founder of the Golden Foundation, which Golden Foundation is going to be doing some things coming up in 2022. Okay. And then we have the story, my bestseller. If you ever haven't purchased it, if you'd like to find out more about my bestseller, and then don't forget about the Healing from the Inside Out. RFD is an author, and I am a inspirational speaker, so you can book me for those things. I love you guys. It has been a wonderful Monday again on the RFD Talk Show here live at 147 WVOL, the mighty Nashville Heritage Radio Station. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. You are the best. You are the best.
So you did it. You could have gone for another hour.
Mr. H, be nice. I love you guys.